give it a few seconds. Alrighty, guys, hello. Welcome back to the channel. Boeing Fan 727 here with you guys, along with Mr. Sean. Say hello. Yep, exactly. Very unimpressed. He's here. See? He's back there somewhere. Where? I don't know. He's in the depths of my computer somewhere. But deep in the depths, that's actually kind of scary. I really don't want to. It's on this laptop, but lots of great stuff. Oh, hey, Lost. How you doing? It's Chris. All the usual suspects are here. We're missing, actually, I think, a couple. But anyways, we're going to jump into Trainz and look at all my horrible frames, and I'm going to turn that down just a tad. And we are going to jump into, probably just go into edit mode. So, what I want to do with you guys today is briefly we're going to be on my channel, and then at some point when the unspecified time rolls around, we're going to roll over to Sean's channel and give you guys kind of a before and after look at the Carrabassett Valley Railroad before, oh dear Lord, before he took over from when I was operating it. So what happened? Yeah, he keeps doing that. I never know who he is. Hey, it's Tyler. Alrighty, so we're going to let my computer figure out its life for a second because it is lagging like nobody's business. So give it a moment to figure out its life.
Hey, it's Trainz. Glad you could turn up, man.
Hey, Trainz, how you doing? Alright, so did I kill it? I don't know if I killed it.
Well, if we haven't killed it yet, we will absolutely kill it here in a bit.
Yeah, I think I killed it because I'm stuck. Oh, wait, no, road's just loaded. Okay, that's good, that's good. Oh, more stuff is happening. Okay, it figured out life.
Things are happening.
Things are happening. Okay, cars are honking. That's always a good sign. Alrighty, so yeah, so like I said, we're going to do a before and after here from when I handed the route over to Sean and he started to do stuff on it. We can already see one major change right here on top of this unnamed mountain just outside Winston. There is a lot of trees missing from the line. So, but that's all right. And actually, while we're also here, do want to preview something to you guys, and we're also going to talk a little bit about stuff going on with the Carrabassett, stuff in plan for the Carrabassett, and any concerns that happen to be arising with the Carrabassett, and just talk in general about the project. But before we do that, if things will stop honking at me, I could go to here and find it. Did I install it? Please tell me I installed it. I did get my life. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I don't know this. Yeah, who is this guy's name? Because I don't know his name.
He is Trainz Player 14. He is currently here in the chat with us, actually.
Oh, hey, he's right there. Hi. So he developed these Montreal Locomotive Works RS18Us in the Carrabassett colors, and holy crap, those are loud. Let's.
They make just a little bit of.
But he developed these two here, which are absolutely dirty as hell. They are dirty. Oh yeah. Let me know if that's too loud for you guys. I'm just trying to adjust the audio on my end, but still keep Sean somewhat in ear. But yeah, these beautiful Carrabassett RS18s, which I'm actually more in love with than my Crown Victoria, which is an understatement. But damn, these are beautiful. Holy, I love my Crown Victoria. Yeah, they're very old. They're used down in the coal mine, which actually, if we roll over here, you'll see the old coal mine, which we'll preview in a bit to the new coal mine. But yeah, he developed those, and they're just absolutely beautiful. That's my first time viewing those. I haven't seen them. I haven't seen them up until this particular moment. But if my trains would like to load, yeah, sorry guys, I got OBS open, I got Skype open, I got a call going, I got Trainz running. I'm sure I got YouTube somewhere in the background. So my my laptop is not liking me.
That poor little Mac. That poor Mac.
All right, so Chris says he can't hear anything but my voice. So can you hear Sean at all? Let's see. Chris will be the one. He will be the one.
Alright. I'm setting up a session on my stream, on my end, while he's doing that. So I am setting up a lovely alphabetical manifest for you guys to look at as it goes by.
All right, so very little. We can kind of hear Sean. Let's see.
I'm not the only one who makes alphabetical manifest, right?
I
people do this.
I don't know if I ever have, but well, for those of you who can just barely hear Sean, he is back there. He is there. My laptop's being stupid as it always is. But while we're going through, yes, I have reduced my scenery detail by a fair bit. Nothing does seem to help ever since Service Pack 2 came out. It has actually caused more problems than it has solved. But, so yeah, like I said, this is really the old route right here. And there really isn't much more to look at other than kind of just the main line area. Obviously, got the old truss bridge back here that has been since replaced. Actually, on this bridge altogether has been replaced from the line. Oh, those damn cars drive me crazy.
Yep, I changed the entire whatchamacallit thing.
Yeah.
Purely for that reason.
I mean, I like them as traffic, just running around. But
yeah, and then they start making noise, and then you just get angry with them.
Yeah, they make noise, and then you're like, on second thought.
Yeah, I just completely disabled them on my end. I got sick of listening to it.
Yeah, if I can remember how to do that. What is it?
Yeah,
Edit.
you have to.
Edit environment.
Yeah, it's edit root and then change the region to default region.
Okay, edit root. Ah, yes, they are.
But I'm not the only one, right, who has just gone scrolling through their car list, putting every nice looking car they have into a train.
I mean, I occasionally here and there do that, but
you actually put more effort into your thing.
Oh yeah, I put a little bit more kind of thought and randomness into the consist, but yeah, there isn't a whole lot to show on the line, guys. Just minor edits here and there, because really all the changes have been very noticeable between my version and Sean's version. I mean, foliage-wise, landscape-wise. I mean, you pull around this corner here by the lake, just south of the border. Come around this bend. He has a lot of work done tree-wise. He extended the road, and it's just absolutely beautiful. And then, of course, right around here would be the valley, right before the border. And then, of course, coming into Lac Rodrigue, which, to answer a question that Sean, or not a question, but something that Sean pointed out a few days ago, this town actually does not really, it exists in Canada, but not in this particular location. When he looked up Lac Rodrigue, it came up in, what, 2 different locations?
Yeah, it came up 2 locations north of the St. Lawrence. I found 2 lakes with that name. Ironically enough, both shaped almost exactly the same.
Yeah, so there are two Lac Rodrigues. Now, I think I remember looking relatively in the area, and there must have been a pond or a small lake. I want to say I recall seeing on a map somewhere. I have to go back and see if I wasn't daydreaming or confused or something, but I could have sworn that this town right here, which doesn't exist again, was situated near a small pond or a small lake named Lac Rodrigue. Now, originally, when I created this town, it had a train station just up around the bend north of the crossing. And originally, hold on a sec. Trainz player 14. Just north of the title of this. Actually, no. Between Sean and I, this is stream number 21. He's continued the series. We're just continuing the series and whatnot. I only did 16 live streams of the CBVR, and he carried on from stream 17 to stream number 20, and we'll both be doing 21. This is just part 1 of stream number 21. So, but so originally when I created this town, it was Lac Florent. My mom's ex, who I refer to as my stepdad, because I really don't know what to call him. His last name is Florent. And I believe in French, fleur means flower. I don't know what rent means in French. I don't recall what rent means, but whatever it happens to be, something flower or flower something, which kind of fit, maybe the area. Now I was going to have maybe, some fields with, wildflowers growing. But then I realized, really don't want to name it that. So I tried to look up maybe if there was a town along this route, which I believe this is National Route 161 or whatever runs up from right here to Lac Méganic. This is kind of a real road, air quotations, in a sense, loosely, very, very loosely based off of a real road. So when I looked, I could have swore I saw a pond called Lac Rodrigue, hence the town name. Can be changed at any given time, but that's the town. And Chris, your house is way to the south of here. Way to the south of here. I actually believe it's along.
This is north of Stratton, isn't it? Just north.
He's the first crossing out of Stratton.
Yeah, that's what
Or, well, the second crossing because it's on a dirt road. Yep, here's your house, Chris. It's right here. Haven't done any work with it yet, but.
And to be completely honest, not there buying.
Yeah, we haven't really. Between the both of us, we haven't done much work south of Winston yet, which I'm also debating changing the town name of Winston to something more fitting for northern Maine, because it doesn't tend to be a whole lot of English town names up that way. In a sense, for the most part. Everything is subject to change, but I actually finally got the Carrabassett version that he had sent me a while ago with the beginning of his foliage work running, and it didn't actually run too bad. It did take a little bit for the trees to get loaded in, and the first few minutes running around, yes, my Mac was screaming, but once everything kind of got loaded in and my Mac figured out life, it actually wasn't too bad. I haven't tried running a train around in it yet.
That's probably for the best.
That was probably for the best, and then I can't really base my opinion off of things yet. But so far, it's done so pretty good. So with just viewing, which could be all right for future work when I do get the route back eventually. But let me see. Yeah, really not much else. But the route itself is I mean, with his foliage work, it is getting pretty, very much completed around the Winston area and whatnot. So,
Sorry, I have a single solitary car that I made for my own railroad, so I'm plopping it into the consist chainless plug.
Nice.
Yep.
But yeah, so the future of the CBVR. So what do you, if we could possibly crank up the volume here, and maybe Sean could do a little
louder.
Yeah.
I have to tell you guys right now that I cannot laugh because I've been having all kinds of stomach issues. It actually hurts to laugh right now, so I'm trying to keep myself as calm as possible. I'll make an effort.
So yeah, but the future of the CBVR. So what do we think? Where do exactly we go from here? At our current state, I mean, we have obviously all the tree work left to do, or well, you do, because I can't do much. I can't do much on that end for a little while. But
It's all right.
so this question I don't think has been posed in a while, but I know has been asked before, and I know was asked when I was joining NARM. This project is a three-part, possibly more than likely at this point, three-part project. Part one being everything you see now, and then completing it, and plus uh, the untouched portion of the route that runs from. Let me see this little part right here that runs just north of. Hold on, looking at the chat again. Oh yeah, just north of the Stratton here. This Y is going to lead to North Anson or Madison, Maine, to the third yard that the route has, and that will be yeah. And then the bigger portion of the Y. Then there's a smaller Y that I was going to have go down in an industrial branch, but I think I'm going to actually rip that out because I don't have any actual way to um, signal that diamond interchange or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah.
Crossover.
And it just seems like a really inefficient way of tracking.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it would have made sense back in the day, but even still, I think there would have been better ways to do it, and it just doesn't make sense anymore for what I intend to do. But no.
I'm gonna do that. Like you take the bigger of the two Ys. I mean, you kind of see where the one pointing more southeast-ish goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. After the one that goes more northeast, you see you have that one bend. I would put a kind of a forking intersection there if you were gonna continue that plan.
Yeah, that may be for the future, maybe for a small logging camp of some sort down in this area, but even still, I may not. I may just get rid of this altogether, and that logging industry concept may be further down this line. But this portion of the line right here is going to be a pretty much constant downhill slope until it reaches Madison, Maine, because we have, I think, approximately 1,000 feet difference in terrain.
I want to say it was just under 900.
It's just slightly under 900 feet, but we have a 900 feet terrain difference from here to Madison, Maine. Madison, Maine being on the lower elevation height than Eustis, Maine. So, I mean, I think, what do we say the constant grade would have to be to perfectly go all the way down? Was it like a point?
It was 0.4 if we go at a constant rate, but no, it's not going to be constant. It's going to be brutal.
I'm going to say there's going to be ups and downs because we have to go maybe up a hill and then down a hill and then still have to compensate for the terrain difference and whatnot. So, I mean, there will be points in time where you're battling potentially a 1 point something % grade at
1.9, I think, at the absolute max.
Yeah, because this is the main line, and I already have a bad issue with some parts of the track exceeding 1.9% in grade. So that is the plan. But once we get to Madison, Maine, that will finish part one. Segment two, or part two of the line, there's a small little portion of track that I extended just south of Eustis, Maine, as you see right here. That's starting to go along. That is going to run from Eustis to Rumford, Maine, to hook up with the Pan American. And the potential part three would be the longest and largest undertaking, which would cover the stretch from Rumford to Portland, Maine, which is about a 80-ish mile stretch, and then some trackage also throughout Maine. But that part of the track is very questionable and may not even come to be. So at the most, this is a two-part release. First being the Carrabassett itself, and then the second part being a shared track between Pan American and Carrabassett. So, anything you want to mention while you're here?
Well, since I'm kind of leading the effort on the content side of things. So I have 2 locomotives that are currently in the works for the Carrabassett Valley, as well as a couple other projects I've been working on. I'm building a General Electric C32-8. The Carrabassett will be getting 3 of those. And I've also started work on the semi-fictional EMD SD49. And we're going to give the Carrabassett 10 of those, I believe was the number.
Yes, 10 of those.
Yeah, 10. 4 pre-configured as helper units, 6 for mainline service. So, yeah, it's going to be all kinds of fun. The SD49 is a 2,800 horsepower unit. The C32 packs 3,200, and they're both progressing pretty well. So, I mean, that'll be something that we can definitely look forward to relatively soonish, probably before Christmas. And then, on the skin side of things, obviously we saw Trainz Player 14's excellent, gorgeous, absolutely amazing RS-18Us from earlier. He's going to be finishing out that set, and then I think we can safely assume that we will be welcoming him to the crew to help me out on the skin side of things. I think the next project we were talking about will be, I'm going to send him the 2 blanks that I made for the Carrabassett GP15s, and he's going to help me weather up those and finish the numbering set for that. And so having him along really, really helped me out, because with the addition of the C32s, the SD49s, the Carrabassett Valley Railroad has a roster totaling around 128 units, which is a pretty respectable size. And when you go to consider that I'm individually numbering each and every one of these, it will start to add up. I mean, I've only made, 8 units so far?
You've done, let me see.
You have 6.
I have GP15, 721, 725, 727, 731, and 739. Or I'm sorry, 736 and 739.
And then I've also done 1000 and 1010 over on my channel.
Yep, and then of course we have the MLW number 17 and 18. 18. So we have the twins more or less.
Yeah, so that brings our total to 10. So we are like about 8% done, give or take. So we definitely have a long way to go on that. But having Trainz Player 14 helping me out will be a massive, massive asset to us, and I'm definitely looking forward to working with him more.
To give you guys an idea, hold on just real quick, just of the fleet, or the roster, more or less, the GP15s number through 721 to 748, we have GP38-2s numbering 207 to 231, GP40-2Ws numbering 2006 to 2017. We have SW15s 566 to 572, SD40-2s 1006.
Yes, sir.
1006 to 1025. We have the SD40T-2s, which is 1000 to 1005. The U18, the U18Bs, which are using the original main central numberings, 400 to 409, and then the Milwaukee, or why do I keep calling Milwaukee? Montreal Locomotive Works RS18s, 17 to 23, and I forgot to write down the SD49 and the C32, but those are there as well.
The SD49s are 1820 through 1829, and I believe the C32-8s were 9450 through 9452.
Yes. So, like I said, like he said, he has to number those individually. So that does take quite some time, and to have 2 guys working on it, especially 2 very, very talented people. I mean, you've seen the work with the GP15s, and obviously on Sean's channel, the work with the SD40s.
Yep.
So.
And you just got a nice taste of Trainz Player's talent with the weathering on those 2 MLW units. So I mean, we're getting into a pretty nice position as far as content goes. So he has the GP15 helping me finish that set out, and I believe he's also going to take on making the SW1500 for you.
Oh, awesome! So the pretty much the yard workers, just about.
So yeah, he's gonna be on. He's definitely gonna be on that end, and that will allow me to focus my efforts on rebuilding the Lac Mechanic Limited.
Yes, yes, the passenger runner. Hold on, if you guys want to make an old realistic track, use old track and use the height.
Yeah, I've done old track work before. I actually just reinstalled my Alabama Southeastern, so that might be something I show off later. But there's one scene in particular that I made with that, which shows off the old automobile shops, which we had before we rebuilt them, which are still standing. There's still tracks going into them, and that's something that I actually have experience with. So
I just lay track and go. That's all I do.
Well, it better not be all that you do. You still have a lot of trees to plant for yourself. Well, at least topography. I can do trees.
Oh yeah.
Very nice. I'm a nice guy. Like
Yeah, no wonder we had financial issues. Our 120 roster fleet. I mean, it wasn't us that had financial issues. It was the previous owner, Guilford Pan American. But yeah, we are struggling at this moment. So,
Hopefully the new power will help with that.
yeah, the new power should help with that, and yeah, that's pretty much all I can say to that.
Struggling financially because we haven't finished the roster yet. It's hard to run a line with only 10 engines.
10 engines, and the rest you're leasing, and then assuming,
And I do have some leasing skins. I'll be showing one of those off when I do my end.
yeah. As for gonna kind of wrap this up and head over to your end here in a bit.
Alright.
As for much else, not too many streams coming up on my channel. This is kind of this was unplanned today. Just wanted to kind of do something along the lines of this to show you guys the difference between my work and Sean's work, but and just
After we get done on his channel, what we'll do, we'll come to my channel. I've just finished setting up a session, and I'll run a train from Lac Mechanic all the way down to Stratton, and I'll show you guys the differences that we've made along the way. And then after that, I think we can do like a Q&A session or something, just answer any questions anyone else might have.
yeah, or talk about any concerns that you and I might have together, or question, thoughts. But yeah, so if you guys want, click on Sean's name up there if you haven't already subscribed to his channel, although I think most of you have because you're the usual suspects in the chat anyways. I have 7 people watching. That's incredible.
Holy crap, we're going to get a nosebleed entertaining that many people.
Hopefully. I don't know. Anyways, so if you guys want to head over to his channel, we should be setting up here shortly over there. And if you have any questions, just save them for the moment. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching on my channel, and I will see you here in a few minutes over on Sean's channel. So let's begin the exiting process. That's always fun.
I'll go ahead and start getting my channel ready to go.
Alrighty, guys, we will see you shortly over on Sean's channel. See you guys.